Good day and welcome to Production Talk. My name is Reinhardt, and in today's video we are taking a closer look at the functions layout and how to use your DAW. This is the first of 3 videos. Remember to watch parts 2 and 3 after this one. So you've just installed your DAW on your computer, but how does it work and how do you use it? Let's have a closer look at how to use a DAW. So we're using Studio One version 3. Let's have a look what it looks like. So this is the screen you're going to get to when you open Studio One. This is like your welcome screen. So there you have your normal menu bar up there. You have your normal file where you can have all your select all your settings, Studio One settings with your help. If you look at this main area right here, you are going to see up here this little panel section here: create a song, create a project, and open an existing document. So I will explain to you now how we're going to be using these. Down here on the left, you are going to have all your recent songs or projects that you worked on, and you can quickly access them by just clicking on the one that you were working on. Right here you have what they call a little artist profile or your SoundCloud account, and here you will find all your news feeds. Okay, so let's go first and let's go and click on create a song, because that is what you are going to be doing first of all. We're going to be creating a song. So you're going to be clicking on that, and then you're going to get this box popping up right here, which is going to ask you, is going to give you a lot of options, and it's going to ask you a lot of questions of things to fill in. So let's start right here on the left. These are actually templates. So you have an empty song, and these are all templates that give you different tracks and instruments that you can use. And in this case, we're just going to use an empty song, but you can create your own ones if you want as well, with your own layout of how you would like it. Maybe one that you mostly used, you're going to be using that. Going to the right here, you have pretty much where you're going to put in your song title. So for this one, I can say Production Talk. What is it? Episode 5, and this explains everything. So that's the name. This is what the name of the file of this project will be, of the project file. Right here you're going to say where it must go. So I can go by default. Your Studio One projects, they're all lying on the computer, under documents, under Studio One, and because we're working on a song, it will all be under song. In my case, I'm sending this to a specific file, specific folder, and it will be on here. So this I can save all the way under all the videos, and you can just go and decide where you want to put it. So this is episode 5. I'm just going to put it under audio or wherever. Let's put it there. Okay, so that is in. We've decided you're going to put it. You're going to select your sample rate. This is the go-to. You're going to select resolution, your time base. Let me first go actually to sample rate. I will still do a whole video on different sample rates, but we can go to 44.1 now. Your resolution, you can, most of them actually go to 16, so you can stay on to 16-bit. Time base, this is quite important for you to understand, because you have a time base at the top and you can decide which one you're going to use. Seconds, I would suggest you mostly use when you work with projects that's not really working with music, that's more speech, or using maybe background music, anything like that, because you're not going to be working in specific bars. Samples I don't use as much, and bars are used most often for songs, and then frames, but you can change it later on as well. So for now I'm going to stick with bars. Your song length, depending on what you're using this for, I mean, most songs they've got average about 3 to 4 minutes, so it's safe to go to put in 5 minutes. Your tempo, if you have a pre-established tempo, you can use this. The default is 120, but if you've got a song that's slower, you can change it to 80 or wherever you want to go to. You can just type it in, and then your time signature. So these two, and maybe the bars, a little bit more music theory. If you're going for something else, like for a project that you're recording audio for film or TV, then you might want to put in a very long song length. Your time base, you maybe would like to make seconds, and you don't really have to worry about time signature and the tempo. This nice little tick box I have here is stretch audio files to song tempo. It's pretty awesome and cool, because there, even if your project is a 120 and you put in a song, or you create a song and then you change the tempo, it's going to stretch that song to whatever tempo you put in there. So it doesn't stay to the original recorded tempo or the imported tempo that you had it. Okay, so then you click on OK, and you are going to get into a brand new window. Let me just close this for now. We'll get to that just now. So right here, this is a window after you've said you're going to be using a song. This is a window you are going to be getting, and let me explain to you a bit more how that works. That's your normal menu bar up there, where you'll be doing a lot of your settings, your normal file. You can select your new song, you can close the specific one. When you say close this one, you're going to get back to the welcome screen that we were just at. Obviously rename and your normal save and save as options. Your editing, this is just when you're going to start by editing some clips. Your actual song options you have with a song. Your track options and stuff you can do with a track. Events, this helps you with navigating, and as it says insert marker, it helps you with adding markers or doing specific things to the audio that you're working with. This is all your Studio One settings that you'll have here, and your options. So that's just your normal menu bar. We'll find most of the stuff. This little area up here, this little toolbar, you'll use most often these two tools. So this is your split tool and there's still here your arrow tool. I mostly work between these two, and the shortcuts for those ones will be 1, so you press 1 on the keyboard, or you're going to be pressing 3. That's when you're actually splitting or cutting a specific audio that you're working with. So if you go along the line here, you actually have where you can quantize and where you select your time base again. Remember when we started off we used bars. In this case, maybe I want to change it to seconds now, and then it changes this whole ruler or time, or down here it changes it to seconds, but I mostly work with songs, mostly work in bars. Okay, right here you just have your song. Yeah, so that takes you back to start. If you go to song, it takes you to the song that you were busy with, or the project that you were busy with right there. So this whole area here is your work area. You will see now what happens when we work with this. Down here at the bottom you have mainly your transport panel, so you can skip ahead and skip back, or you can do your recording and your stopping and your play. You have your time of your markers right here. You have your metronome settings here, your timing and your tempo. This here on the left shows your the status of your MIDI and all the settings you have selected for your project. And in this area here you have actually how many recording time you have left based on your hard drive space that's available, and this will actually be the duration of your project right here. To the very far right you have edit, mix and browse. I'll show you now how to use edit and mix, but let's first go to browse. And when you get to browse, you'll see this whole section here with all of these extra words and menus you can go into. The first one is instruments, and this is where you can find all the instruments that you are going to be working with when you're actually working with a project or creating a song. You have effects, so here you have all the effects, extra plugins that you want to use with creating and working with your audio. You actually have loops as well that you can just click and drag, and as easy as that, you can click and drag and place it there, and then you have it right there and ready to go. And then you have files. There you can go and you can find files on your computer. You have the cloud, that's if you have signed up for a cloud account, you can access your files there. And in pool, these are the files that you're actually busy working with in your project. The reason we have this file here, the dubstep file, is because we did drag it over and dropped it, so you have a quick access of the files you've been working with the whole time. So we will in future do more in-depth tutorials on Studio One. I hope this helps a lot. Please note that this is not a sponsored video and none of the products or companies that are mentioned in this video are sponsored. The hardware and software we use are by personal preference only or items that we already own and have on hand. The links of the products and companies we use in this video are in the description below. If you like this video and like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new video is available. You can also follow us on Facebook at Production Talk channel and Instagram production.talk. The link will appear on screen and in the description. There you can stay up to date on events, news and any upcoming videos. If you have any feedback, suggestions or questions, feel free to drop it in the comments below or via any of the previously mentioned social media platforms. We will try our best to respond to them. I really hope that you have a better understanding of how your DAW works. You might still have to play around and get used to the layout and the features. You might also have to read up on the specific DAW you are using for more precise information regarding your DAW. See you in part 2.